It's been nearly 4 years since the release of The Last of Us Part 2. Since day one, it has been a pretty divisive game, with some people liking it and some people absolutely hating it. When discussing this game with my friends, we came to the conclusion that this is a good game but a terrible sequel. It's only because we formed an emotional connection with the characters in the first game that we felt bad about how they turned out in the second game. But if you look at it purely as a standalone title, it is actually a well-narrated story. Anyway, this video is not to debate on whether or not this game is good, but to talk about whether or not the remaster is worth your money. The first game got a remaster within 1 year of its original release, but that was a different case because the original released on PS3 and the remaster came out on PS4 with a lot of differences both visually and in terms of performance. But in the case of the second game, the original PS4 title both looks and runs really well on PS5. So was there really a need for a remaster? Strictly speaking about the story content, I couldn't really notice much difference visually or in terms of performance. It is only after looking at the extra content that we can actually decide whether or not this remaster is worth it. So what do we get in this remaster package? All the new content is separate from the story. That includes lost levels, guitar free play, and of course the biggest one, the no return game mode. Let me quickly talk about the guitar free play mode first, because I don't know anything about guitars and this shouldn't take much time. So as promised, this mode allows you to play the guitar as long as you want using 3 characters, Ellie, Joel and the music's composer Gustavo. If you're like me and you don't really care about guitars that much, there's not much to do in this game mode. Lost levels is actually what interested me the most because it lets you play unfinished levels from the game, which is really useful for someone like me who is learning game development. You get a small glimpse into how game designers think while creating a level.
A unique camera setup was created to support crawling in these pipes, as the standard prone camera is much higher above the player. We also created custom collision in order for Ellie to maneuver in these tight spaces easily.
There are also some extras in this package, including a trailer for the documentary behind the making of the game, as well as the reveal trailer of the game, which started the hype engine in 2016. Finally, let us talk about No Return, the roguelike game mode which unfortunately comes out just a month after the excellent God of War Ragnarok Valhalla game mode, which was actually free. So No Return has enough depth for those who enjoy the game's combat. It has 10 unlockable characters, of which only 2 are available in the beginning, and then you have to unlock everyone through gameplay. Instead of one seamless run, you play through individual encounters, returning to the starting room each time to collect rewards and to change your loadout, and also to select the direction of the next encounter. I didn't spend a lot of time in this game mode, but I definitely see myself going back to it once I have finished my replay of the main story. Simply put, if you are someone who doesn't enjoy the combat of The Last of Us, there is very little for you in this game mode. Overall, I would say that this is an above average package. If you are upgrading from a PS4 copy, it is certainly a must buy, even if the no return game mode doesn't really interest you. If you are purchasing this game for the first time, I'll say this again, this is a good game but a terrible sequel. However, this remaster is the best way to play it at a fair price.